Step 5 in our quest of 7 steps to marketing plan success, setting goals. Let's get right into it.
This is Don't Fear Grit with Rob Taormina. Marketing strategies and advertising technologies to help you build a better business.
So welcome back to this incredible podcast. Of course, I'm biased. Don't Fear Grit. I'm your host, Rob Taormina. If you're just finding us right now, what I would recommend actually is going back at least a few episodes, because we're in the sort of the back end of a series of episodes where we're talking about how to create a successful marketing plan. And what we've done is we're outlining it. We've made it into 7 steps of creating a marketing plan, a successful marketing plan. And today, this is step number 5. So if you're finding this for the first time, my recommendation is to go back, start at step number 1, and then go through. But of course, you're welcome to stick with us right now because each of these could sort of live on its own. And we're talking about setting goals. If you are sort of OCD about sort of like having a schedule and having everything outlined, then you can relate to this particular topic. But setting goals is really important. And there's something to be said for setting realistic goals as well, right? Now, when you set realistic goals, you're setting yourself up for the best chance of success. And that's what you want. Now, you want to be ambitious. I'm not saying realistic goals are not ambitious. They are, but they're realistic based on the resources you have, the infrastructure you have, and all of these other, things that we're going to be talking about today. But it's important that you set these realistic goals. And now, here's some of the advantages to setting up goals on the front end as part of now sort of crafting this marketing plan versus just doing the things that you sort of maybe are comfortable with, like setting up an advertising campaign on social media without setting an entire plan. Here are some of the advantages of setting goals. Number 1, you know what you're shooting for. And when you're creating all these other things, like understanding, what your market niche is, your competitors and message, like the previous topics that we've talked about. And now we're going to be setting goals. We're making sure that everything aligns with each other. Imagine doing all these things and finding out that they don't align with each other. Well, that's why you create a marketing plan versus just trying to execute right away and then realizing when it's already out there, when it's already public knowledge, when you already spent all this money, now all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, it doesn't actually align with everything. So setting goals is sort of like a litmus test. It's a filter to making sure that everything is in fact aligned. Setting goals helps you to be realistic now also about the results. It also, let's say you are an advertising agency and doing this on behalf of a client, it helps you to set realistic goals now on behalf of the client as well. You understand, and this is the next advantage, what it is that the client wants. What are they trying to attain? What are the results that they want, right? And those now should be the goals that you're adopting so you can craft all of these other things like this marketing plan, because marketing is not a one size fits all. It doesn't work that way. There's different products, there's different niches, there's different wants, desires, and that list goes really, really far, right? So it's important to outline what these goals are. Getting back to now, if it's like an agency-client relationship, by setting goals prior to launch, you can now present this to the client and making sure that what you're doing aligns with what they want and what they need. So setting goals are so very, very important, and it's something I highly recommend doing on the front end. These are the steps leading up to, right? These are how do you create a successful marketing plan, which means once the marketing plan is done, now you can very easily execute. The execution of the plan becomes much more predictable versus sort of just throwing something against the wall and seeing what sticks. So you want to set realistic goals, and it's okay to elevate them to ambitious goals. Now, what type of goals you should be setting? You should be setting short-term goals, and you also want to be setting long-term goals. And what I like to do is my short-term goals, they literally could be anything between 24 and 72 hours. And this keeps us accountable to now when we launch various campaigns, we want to be able to measure various things that will be revealed within the first 24 to 72 hours. We don't want to waste advertising dollars on behalf of our clients. We also don't want to waste advertising dollars on behalf of us because we are sort of setting expectation, trying to get certain results. If we set it and forget it, we're risking a lot that we're wasting these dollars. So there's things that we want to, goals that we want to set on the first 24 to 72 hours that really creates that momentum and sets pace. So those are some examples of short-term goals that you want to set for yourself. Long-term goals, conversions. So let's say on the initial short-term goals is traffic. Some of the more long-term goals now could be conversion. So short-term is you're getting the traffic, building brand equity and all those other things, right? And now some of the long-term goals, this is obviously post 72 hours, is you want to see and start measuring what's the conversion rates? What's the conversion rate on the immediate set of traffic, but then on the secondary as well, on that brand stuff? Is the brand equity that we're building benefiting this particular campaign moving forward, right? Does it align with the marketing plan? Now that's just one simple example, but there are other examples as well because there's internal and external marketing and all these other things, right? So why I'm saying that is I don't want you to think that what we're talking about here are called absolute truths where this is the only way. I'm giving examples and now you sort of have to apply it to your situation. But again, the point of today's episode is to bring your attention to the value of setting goals for marketing plan. This is step 5. And also not just bring awareness, but also now to sort of inspire you guys to start setting goals and to get you to a place. Now it's like, all right, you brought awareness to setting a goal. What are things within my marketing plan that are goal oriented that I can start setting a plan for? And then it'll reveal itself. And based on what it is that you're doing, because what goals you should set really depends on what the plan is, on really what the campaign is or what you're trying to market. Is it an event? Is it a product? Is it a brand new business? Is it an established business, right? So there's a lot of questions that'll reveal, what type of plan this is going to be. And then in this case, it's also going to reveal what type of goals match this particular marketing plan and what are those realistic goals that I should be putting in place for this particular marketing plan. So again, setting goals, so important to do before execution. This is part of now the draft phase of the marketing plan. We have it as step 5 in creating a successful marketing plan. If you just joined us, I hope you guys found value. Don't forget to go back and listen now to the other steps that we've been creating, but I can't wait to talk to you guys with our next step. We're almost done here. This is the home stretch. We've got 2 more steps to go, revealing really the everything and the kitchen sink, our secrets for creating a successful marketing plan. Guys, remember, don't fear the process and don't fear grit. We'll see you next time. Take care.